Medivians. Today we're talking Boggles. More specifically, West Boggle Cave in Falcon. New contents. You have to kill 1,000 of them. So right out of the boats in Cerrone, you're gonna go northeast all the way until the new boats, steamboats or flying boats, and go to Falcon. Now when you reach Falcon, you go all the way up north, as you're seeing there on the video, and keep following the path that I'm showing there. So you keep going up, you go past those hot worms, and here you are at Boggles. It helps if you mark, because the new city is a bit of a maze. Not this part specifically, but some other parts. So I do recommend using and abusing map markings. So this is the start of the hunt. Now before we get to the cave rotation, I want to share the amount of damage those do. They should not be underestimated, especially if you're under level 300, including knights. So as you can see there, the most efficient way of hunting the spots is by closing the box with 9 of them, and their damage can be pretty brutal. I have around 4.6k HP with 15% physical resist, as well as some good gear, fully attributed gear, blocks here and there, everything going for me. However, as you can see, they can drop my HP 4.6k in a matter of seconds, especially when you close a box. A couple of other Medivians in-game tried to solo Boggles as mages, druids, and they ended up facing their ends by getting combos. So yeah, don't underestimate Boggles. I know they look a little harmless. However, as you can see there by the damage, pretty brutal. Then another cool mechanic coming from Falcon is the fact that once you kill a certain amount of Boggles, there's a chance that a big boss will show up, as you can see there. It gives that screen, you sense a powerful energy nearby, and then a mini boss shows up. In this case, the Boggle Grip Claw. It has a lot of HP, it drops some more better loots and gives a lot of experience, and I think it can drop some exclusive loot. So this is the rotation, starts there at number 1. I made my map markings to facilitate. Then I drag those 4, and then I get the leftover there. So that's how I do this numbers 1, 2, and 3. The cave starts at 1, by the way. Then you go all the way down and get those 4 there. I nacho just so they don't change targets, and then I get the full box with those left over there, totaling 9. I'm skinning them just so we don't break the spawn too hard, and I'm gonna share the XP numbers later on. Then I go north, I get those leftover 4, and then I go down the cave, get those 5, and there's a leftover of 4 there. Always, if you're a knight, always a nacho then, so they don't keep changing targets to make it easier. As I said, they can, 2 of them can easily do some heavy damage in the Druid. And then you go up the stairs and restart the rotations. And now I'm gonna leave a couple more minutes just so you guys get familiarized with the path. But that's basically it. That's the full rotation that I did there. Then EXP hour, we were breaking at around 1kk, 1.05kk hour, which for a duo is not too bad. We reached 1.1kk, but then we started breaking in a matter of seconds, maybe 5. So we had to wait a little bit. So maximum would be 1.1kk. That's my take on it. Dual, of course, the loot would be from -5 to +5k. Now, if you skin them, you can sell the skins because you can trade 3 of those skins for 1 soul goblets. The task can be done, which that was the best part of it. You can do 1k gobblers in 2.5 hours. So that's pretty chill and convenient. It's not one of those lengthy tasks. Now going to the ratings here, I would recommend 250 plus for duo. To access Falcon anyway, you might need you get close to that level. And if you're coming here solo, especially if you're a mage, try to come at 350 plus just so they don't one-shot you down as they've done. Especially when you get 4 or 5, they can be pretty brutal with the damage. Experience, I'll give it a 3 out of 5 for a duo. 1.1 kk hours, not too bad, but there are way better places at that level range. Loot, I would say 2 out of 5. You won't waste, you won't profit. Depends if you sell the skins, but 2 out of 5 more than fair here. Availability, this place seems to be always free because people only use them to do the tasks. It's not a place where people come a lot. And convenience, I mean, as you saw there on the map routing, it's pretty close to the boats, pretty close to the city, and all your loot you can sell to the NPCs in Falcon. So you don't need to be sorting out loot for too long, and the loot's not that heavy anyhow. So convenient, 5 stars. Then coming up to the vocation score, if you were to solo this 350 plus, I think knights have a easier time because they can tank the damage. I wouldn't recommend doing a full box with 9 if you're solo as a knight, because most likely you won't have the chance of doing the GFBs unless you exorry them. But however, that wouldn't be advisable since your profit would go way down and you're going to be wasting. Archers, same, they can run around. There's a lot of places to run around the cave, so they can GFB from afar. Same goes to druids and mages, although druids had a slight advantage because of their purification healing. And this one was a ton of fun to record. I do enjoy those new mobs and the new content that was recently published by the Medivian devs. So do please leave that like and subscribe so we keep supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.